Good morning. Today is the 5th of March. I am just following up on previous videos that I have released here on YouTube. Somebody said to me that you could not hear me properly, so this time I'm using a microphone. I hope it works better. Yes, I'm not interested in just passing information for the sake of passing information on to you, but rather to bring revelation, information from a higher dimension. So today's topic is, should South Africa raise the flag? So what does it mean to raise a flag? In the symbolism of flags in history, stood for victory, identity, authority, and governance. A national flag is more than a colorful piece of cloth stitched together. It is a nation's identity. It's a nation's soul and a testimony to the world. It unites people under a common vision. It stirs deep emotions of pride, sacrifice, and belonging. A flag tells a story of struggles overcome, of values upheld, and the destiny a nation pursues. Soldiers fight under it, leaders govern beneath it, and citizens pledge loyalty to it. Now, Ubuntu, or the spirit of Ubuntu, I am because we are, is the heartbeat of African identity. It speaks of interconnectedness, shared destiny, and the idea that no one thrives in isolation. A flag is more than a symbol. It is a unifying banner under which a nation stands as one. Now, Ubuntu teaches that our strength is in our unity, unity in diversity. A flag reminds us that we are bound by a common vision. Again, the flag of a nation is not just a symbol. Now listen to this. It is a covenant with its people. Perhaps it is time to bring the meaning of the flag back to the table of governance. Hard questions must be asked. Does governance reflect the values the flag represents? A flag must not only be waved. A flag must be lived. Now you may ask, and rightly so, does the flag represent good governance, identity, justice, righteousness, shared destiny? So, what flag does South Africa need to raise? Some may think I'm asking whether South Africa should change its national flag or reclaim glory. But I want to talk about a greater banner. Jehovah Nissi, the Lord our banner. I have imagined such a flag, and I'm going to give you the colors that I see in such a flag, the flag of Jehovah Nissi. I may not include your colors, but this is what I visualize and what I saw in the spirit. Definitely, the colors of Jehovah Nissi's flag is red, the blood of Christ, standing for Christ's blood, victory and redemption, represents the blood of Jesus that was shed for our salvation, symbolizes victory over sin, redemption, and divine protection. Now, I've got white in this color, in this flag, that stands for righteousness and purity. It represents holiness, truth, and justice. We can see this in Isaiah 1 verse 18, a call for leaders and citizens to walk in integrity and align with God's kingdom. South Africa must be purified from corruption and walk in righteous leadership. I see blue in this flag, divine authority and heaven's governance. It represents God's throne, His authority, and the establishment of His rule. A reminder that governance should reflect God's will, not just human politics. South Africa must seek divine wisdom. This is a point very, very close to my heart. Divine wisdom in leadership rather than selfish ambition. God equals kingdom wealth and glory. It represents God's divine provision and economic restoration. Haggai chapter 2 verse 8. A prophetic declaration that South Africa's resources belongs to God and must be used for righteousness. The country must raise a new economic standard, one of justice and prosperity for all. And I do see green, life, growth, and restoration it represents. It symbolizes revival. It symbolizes new beginnings and divine healing. Psalm 1 verse 3. It's a prophetic sign that South Africa can be restored if it turns to God. Now, if you read 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14, it says, if my people humble themselves, pray, seek my face, I will heal their land. The land must flourish again under righteous governance and under divine blessing. Now again, the story of Gideon. He started with a large army, but God reduced it to 300 men. Victory wasn't about numbers, but about obedience, divine strategy, and it was all about faith. How does this apply to South Africa? I put it to you that a small but effective group of righteous, bold individuals can shift the nation. It's not about who holds political power, but it's all about who carries divine authority. And if God has appointed you, He has anointed you with divine authority to fulfill such a task. I have often spoken to my staff when I was in the banking industry. I said to them, lead from where you are. True leaders need no title. Now the story of Sodom and Gomorrah suffices here as well. Genesis 18 and 19. It highlights God's mercy and the power of even one single righteous person to influence a nation's identity. I have this in my heart to say that there is right now an unknown, vibrant, courageous company of people on the rise, a remnant who will bring a massive shift in the political landscape. They will raise the banner of God and under His lordship or the lordship of Christ, usher in a new season. So God's standard for judgment and mercy, we can see here when Abram interceded for Sodom, God was willing to spare the city, even if 10 righteous people were found. Ultimately, it was only Lot and his family. Now this reveals God's heart. He does not seek to destroy, but to redeem nations, especially when righteousness is present. A few can shift the destiny of this nation. I want to close with this. South Africa, the question is not just whether you should raise the national flag, but whether you will raise the banner of God's righteousness. As Gideon's small army changed history, and as a handful of righteous people could have saved Sodom, you have a role to play in shaping the future of this nation. Will you stand or will you fall? The choice is yours. God bless you.